going on, everyone?
Online.
Welcome back to another Lords of War hobby channel video. I'm Chris, this is Jay, and today I got something a little different to show you guys. I'm often in these situations where I don't know, I'm stupid and I need a little bit more money or something because I've done something dumb or, you know, whatever. And I end up doing the thing I always say I'm never going to do, which is I say yes to somebody when they ask me to paint something for them.
Right.
So
you're going to sell your body, or what's?
This is kind of what's happening. Yeah. So I'm currently working on some Dark Angels for a client, and I figured I'd show them with you guys today. See what's up. And so I've got some Dark Angels to show off here. So call this maybe a high tabletop or whatever, but essentially doing just like a pretty simple airbrushing 3-stage on them. I'll show you guys the colors that I've been using just so you can get a how did you do that? I actually really like the greens, how they turned out, because the big thing with painting Dark Angels is they have to stay dark, and it's very easy when you airbrush or paint something to lose the dark part of it really quickly. And the same thing with like black and stuff. Like when you paint black and you highlight it too much, it ends up turning like gray or something.
Right.
So I wanted to really keep the dark. So I started with like a really dark, I got the black green here from AK, which is a really nice, it's like very, very dark base tone. And then this super nice dark green.
Yep.
I use that, not liberally, but a decent amount of it. And then I was like super kind of sparing with this.
Yep.
Like very, very just little touches with the airbrush, barely at all. And then this is also the color I go back and do like some of the spot edge highlighting with, essentially.
Yep.
I find with Space Marines, if you're doing the airbrushing, you really have to go back and the edge highlighting and the shadowing, like doing like an inking or a panel lining, is really what kind of brings the model together and defines all the edges. Because yeah, the airbrushing looks cool, but they kind of look blurry almost until you've done the definitional kind of painting stuff.
The edge highlighting matters a lot.
The edge highlighting really matters a lot. Yeah, exactly. So as far as next steps, I mean, these intercessors are pretty simple miniatures to paint. I've got some brown patches. I basically just kind of base coated all the other elements with a color, like a mid-tone. And then I slammed some shades or tones on them, or washes, whatever you want to call them. That's the Coral Bronze, which I really like. Actually, I'm using that quite a bit these days. I got my Dark Silver, which is my go-to metal right now until the true metallic metals come out.
Yeah,
we'll see if that changes its places. Yeah, so I've just got some lenses to do and the basing, and pretty much going to call these done.
Nice.
For the most part.
Nice.
And I'll show you, I got some Scouts too, which I forgot how much I hate painting. I think I'm actually getting rinsed on these money-wise.
Yeah.
Just the hours that I'm putting into them or whatever. It's just that the models are really more annoying to paint, right? So you've got all this stupid cloth.
Yep.
Which has to be shaded and layered. Yeah, and then they got pouches and Jay's gonna be holding it better.
I'll hold it. Yeah. There's a certain zone here. There you go. Yeah.
And so
they got those faces with the.
And they have faces, which is
eyepiece.
God, why do they have to have faces, right?
Yeah.
So just from I mean, for those of you who've ever thought about doing commission painting, this is the stuff that kind of kills your hourly rate or whatever you want to talk about. Like when you compare an intercessor to a scout, it's funny. Clients don't necessarily want to pay more to get a scout painted.
Yeah.
But they probably take twice as long to paint.
They're they're just scouts.
And they're just scouts. They're trash. They die so fast. I'm but they take longer. Yeah. So by the time you're done the skin, the eyes, all the clothing and cloth and everything, it's just hours just are melting away or whatever, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm happy with how they turned out. They look the guy wanted a very classic Dark Angel scheme, so they look very early, maybe late 90s kind of style with the colors. But yeah. So I've got 10 of those guys. I said I just have a couple details to finish on them. We got missile guy. Of course, you got missile guy. You got missile guy.
Missile guy. Yep.
Missile guy.
Shoot my missile.
Yep.
At least his face doesn't have a thing on the eye. You know, you just paint a
Yeah.
normal face. Yeah.
So yeah, I also have to slam some decals on. That's the big
But
last
really, the
thing,
key too here is for those of you that put yourself through the punishment of commission painting. It's the finding the sweet spot, right? Like you have to be able to get it done.
Yeah.
So like, it's like one of those things where like, if for the economics to make sense, I'd be able to finish one of these guys in like 2 hours or something like that. Like
Even quicker,
or even
unfortunately.
quicker.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
You're working for like below minimum wage or whatever.
below,
Which is not how you want to end up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's funny how like no matter what I'm painting, I still kind of gravitate towards similar colors. I've been liking these. Where are they? AK browns. I've been using a lot.
Yeah.
I've been using this combo actually quite a bit. You got them back, eh?
Maybe. There's a certain zone. We're still getting used to this thing.
Yeah, it's a new camera, so we're kind of trying to get used to.
Yeah. Anyway,
We'll get better, I promise. I've got some this rot brown, which is just a really nice darker brown. Not too dark though, so it'll still take a wash. That's what I'm looking for with my brown leathers. Usually, is like I'm looking for a color that is mid-tone or a bit darker, and that it'll take like a black wash really well. So what I mean by that is it's going to be the wash and the color are going to be both noticeable after the shade.
Yep.
So to me, this has been really good. And then I'm looking for just something that's like a nice mid-tone highlight. Saddle brown's a nice kind of like inoffensive brown.
Inoffensive.
It doesn't like it's not trying to be too much. It's a nice. It kind of reminds me of like a Citadel Mornfang kind of color.
Yep.
But it's a bit more usable because it's not a base tone, so you can thin it down a little easier for doing your highlights.
Yep.
That's a popular color. You like the saddle brown, eh? You're a big saddle brown guy. Cool, good to know.
Saddle. What else you got? There's a World War One.
I didn't use this on these guys, but this has just been another brown I've been using. Actually, I think this is John to blame for this one. So this is actually pretty close to the saddle brown. It's a tad more desaturated, I guess.
Good too. Yeah.
This reminds me of Bestial brown, the old Bestial brown color, which was a hot color.
Some years of purple.
Back in the day, and then I've just been kind of like farting around with some P3s again. So I've got the Midland Flush, which has been good. It's for me, if you're doing white dudes, it's that like right tone.
Basic flush.
It's the basic color. Yeah, it's that right tone where it'll take a wash well.
Yep.
Like I'm looking for a color for flush where I can put the flush tone on, hit it with a shade, do one highlight with the same color, and then a tiny bit of white to it, and then that's it. Like I don't want to have to do more, right? So I've been using that, and then I've been using. I've been really liking the Paraco shades. So I've been using those a lot more. They're quite good.
The Payne's Gray.
So I've been using their classic ones here, black wash and flush wash. And they are thick bodied. They go on pretty heavy, but they shrink up really nicely. I think we did a video on the black wash video where you can see that.
We used all the black washes.
And Jay's favorite was the tone, and I was a big fan of the black wash from my Paraco. But they're both excellent choices. So that's pretty much it. Nothing too super exciting. Just kind of, I know some of you guys like to see, what are you working on? What's the process? So just for like when I'm doing this kind of batch painty style thing, it's sort of like a airbrush everything. That's a good picture, airbrush everything.
So many guys,
get the base tones in, so I'll just base coat everything, and then I just kind of work my way through each color. Okay, I'm gonna bang out the fabric. I'm gonna bang out the metals. I'm gonna bang out the red. Boom. Yeah. So
assembly lining them all.
So I just paint all 15 at once because they're all green, right? So that's where I'm at. So we'll see if they end up liking it. I might be doing some more Dark Angels, but the only reason I said yes to this particular individual is they're very patient and they're okay with me taking my time and doing a little bit here and there.
Nice.
So I don't really want to paint a whole Dark Angels army in 3 months. So
no.
Yeah.
Unless it's yours, maybe.
Unless it was mine, yeah. Which case I still don't really want to paint it in 3 months.
No, probably not.
All right, well, that's it for that video. Hopefully you guys liked that. Let me know if you want to see more of these kind of like, what are they working on? What's their process videos? And it's a good chance for us also to highlight some of the colors we like to use and what we're doing. And for those of you who are wondering, I pretty much have been using I was using a size 4 brush for all my base coating, and then I've been using a size 1 for all my highlights. So
Chris likes a bigger brush.
like it big.
Yeah.
Big brush. Yeah. Thanks for staying to the end. You guys are awesome. We'll see you guys next
Thanks,
time.
bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.